Copper, do you guys think about anything you're doing? Or do you just do stuff and like, that's probably sick. Okay, what are you doing? Dude, check the freaking cameras, man. Why is your team trying to throw? Why are you trying to throw? I swear to God, if you drop without tracking him, I'm going to punch you in the face through my monitor. Welcome back to Horrible R6 Players, aka Spectating Nightmares, where I watch your absolutely horrendous Rainbow Six matches and roast the hell out of you, and also maybe give you some advice so that you can get better along the way, because I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy, okay? Today we've got Pox Wannabe, aka Frosty Squid 58. He is a Copper 1, but he also really wants to hit Champ and hopefully move beyond just Ranked. Pro? Do we have future R6 Pro in our midst? Last season was his first season on PC, started playing in January, solo queued and KD a bit underwhelmed, blah, 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 nobody cares. All right, pretty simple, let's get into it. All right, here we are on Clubhouse, starting out very weak with the Warden pick, but hey, SMG-12, I get the hype. I get it, the SMG-12. Okay, it's fine. I mean, Clubhouse is a map where, you know, utility is very important. It's a very utility-heavy map, so Warden is probably not the best pick, especially on, like, the gym bedroom site. Just doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's not, like, the end of the world, okay? I love the rotate Logi, hold Logi. Good start. Teammate's a moron. That's gonna happen. That's okay. Your teammate playing this castle and reinforcing this wall, he's probably gonna castle his door as well. So playing in Logi at this point, you can, but you also can't rotate out, right? So you can play it, you can make a rotate in con, you can hold con, but you probably just want to open this castle so you're able to leave if you need to. I understand you reinforce or rotate, but it's not really the end of the world. We can still do the rest of the site setup, even if that happens. Just gonna throw that out there, because we really just did nothing after that point. We could just be checking the cams. I don't know why we're fisting monitors out here. Probably doing that in real life as well, going AFK. Lagging the hell out. Oh my god. Upgrades and internet are not coming anytime soon to your local McDonald's. Clearly playing on the McDonald's Wi-Fi here. Okay, my first question. What are you doing? There's nothing happening over here. You haven't checked a cam. You don't know if they're even going to come over here. They could just be pushing right directly into sight, and you are actively doing nothing and unable to help your team in any capacity. The only situation where you're being useful right here is if they just drop the Logi hatch without droning for literally no reason, which could happen. We are in Copper. It could still happen. But other than that, you are basically hiding here is doing about the same amount as hiding in the bottom corner of garage. Like, actually, this might be more useful. Like, you're just doing nothing. Like, you're doing nothing. You're putting your team in a 4v5. What is the point? You're relying on your Copper teammates to get you out of Copper. That's not a good strategy, guys. Okay, they finally opened the hatch. C4ing absolutely nothing. Like, if you want to do that, at least sit under the hatch and pre-rip your C4. It's the only possible spot they could come from. That way, when they do go to breach charge it, you know, if they actually place a breach charge, you can get a kill. If they try to fuse it, you get a kill. If they do open it up, you can throw the C4 right away, so they're less likely to expect it and be in the position for it, and overall, you're just doing something better. So you might as well do it. Yeah, this looks like Copper gameplay to me, guys. Aiming through the roof, not at the roof. Hear the guy running over to it, like, okay, there is nowhere they can possibly come from by the hatch. Why aren't you just sitting there looking at the hatch? All you have to do is stare at the hatch. Why are you running back and forth? What are you achieving? What are you doing? Literally nothing. You're actually just exposing yourself and almost dying because of it. Just see here, right? Perfect, and just hold the angle. Then when he drops, you just shoot him in the face. Or sit right here and wait for him to drop with a shotgun, and then you shock him in the face. You are doing too much. See, you're doing too much. There's only one hatch. There's only one hatch. There's only one place you gotta focus, and why you focus on a million things at once when there's only one thing? You're focused on 10,000 things when there's literally only one thing. The 9,999 other things are in your imagination. I don't know what you're imagining, but clearly you're confused by something. Now, playing in Logi is great, especially if you have the con rotate and the site rotate, because you can support the site from logistics. But when you can't support the site from there, there's no real point in holding it. Okay, firstly, reinforce this wall, please. I don't care what kind of a zombie strategy you have, it is not worth leaving the wall soft, I guarantee it. Especially because they can repel this and look through those footholes that you made. Like, they can just sit on this rappel and hold this angle and do it 10 times better than you can. So just don't do that. Just don't do that, please, ever. Don't ever do that. I'm very disappointed already. Getting the Rook armor, you know, that's a good start. Let's go see what the site setup's like. Got some barbed wire. Okay, that's good barbed wire. That's fine barbed wire. I think he had put the other barbed wire red? No, okay. Definitely want some barbed wire and red stairs. Where did you put your other barbed wire? Window? No. Okay, this is useless. This is actually crazy. Okay, this setup is crazy. Normally you want to rotate here, guys, just if you're in Copper, just This is not, you're not getting a champion doing setups like this. I'm gonna throw that out there right from the start, but that's fine. That castle setup from last round was bad, by the way. Don't do that. You want to hold Logi, okay? I do want to point out, yes, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. You can play around it, and that's the key to getting better at this game is adapting to your own team as well as the other team. Okay, what are you doing? Dude, check the freaking cameras, man! You guys always submit these replays by joining the Discord and putting your matches in there, which you could do right now, by the way. But then you never check the cameras, which I say literally every game. Check the cameras, check the cameras, check the cameras, check the cameras! Oh my god! It's insane! The other crazy part is you guys always mention in the comments like, oh, no way they're not on cameras in Champion. Even in my Copper games, they're always on the cameras. Yeah, clearly not. Clearly not. Look at all these cams being used, guys. I bet you none of your teammates have checked the cams a single time in this game. What's up with that? Liars. You guys are all liars. You there? You're lying. You're probably pretty sexy too. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the other thing you could do is like, yeah, you're holding Swamp. This is the only way they can come from, so that's good for now, right? That's very good. But you could make holes in this wall to actually watch if they walk through Lounge. You can make holes with the shotgun and you can see they'll cross through. Also, you can't really do much from Rafters since this is reinforced. You can't really hold this doorway. So playing in Rafters is actually not doing a lot. You still want to keep Rafters control so the other team doesn't get it, because if they get up to this window, it's not going to be great. There's probably a better way to do it. Like you could probably sit in sight a zombie off the B-bomb to get a one-way angle onto the feet for like if he hops in like this, and then you can hold Rafters from this window because they're not getting that main wall. So like effectively you can't hold anything once again. It is a power position, but not if this wall is reinforced. Because if this wall is not reinforced, again, you can contest this, you can watch the con cross in, and you're in a fantastic position. But now, because they're not coming this way, because you've hypothetically checked the default cameras, you would know to rotate and be able to hold the opposite side, which you are figuring out now, which is fantastic. Careful server window, didn't even look at it, didn't even care. A zombie it off maybe, you could just full on block off this window, and now there's only 2 ways they can come from instead of 3. You could just do that. Peeking right into the angle he's already holding is probably the worst thing you could do in this situation. No red rotate, so I'm not sure why you're over here. I'm not sure what you're planning. Gonna try to open the floor below. This isn't a bad... No, this is... Oh, no. Now you're going for a flank. This is dumb. This is dumb. Okay. Dude. Why are you flanking, okay? I like that you're doing something. I like that you're doing literally anything, which is good. But they can only get in through one door right now. If you just block this window off and hold across, now you just win. You just win because they walk into your angle. But instead, you're going for a flank with and you guys are flanking each other. There's literally no reason for either of you guys to do any of that. Luckily, you got a kill. Lucky kill. Turns out if your teammate just died on site during that time, you actually just lost the round instantly by leaving the site. So not a good idea. Guess what's up? Guess what's up? Guess what's up and this guy didn't shoot and nobody's watching? The default camera. Look at how the default camera could simply get you a kill right now. You know what else could help you this round? Using any of your zombies in your pocket. You have 3. Block off the window, block off the window, block off the door, and all of a sudden, they can't enter without breaking the Kibas. You know exactly which way they're coming. But instead, you're getting shot in the back because you're not paying attention and you didn't use your Kibas and you're being a moron. Next round, let's move on. It's okay, dude. It's okay. I'm not even mad, dude. I'm not even mad. Just fine. You're copper. You're copper. I mean, at the end of the day, you are copper. So yeah, I'm not pissed. Again, don't do these footholds. They are not good. I promise you. I promise you they are not good. These holes are very weird. I mean, again, they also just give the attackers an angle if they're repelling into sight to kill your whole team. I would do them higher up. I understand the point, like, it's to, like, watch them if they cross in, but I guarantee you more of your teammates will die to it than will get kills. Also, what the hell is this? What is this setup? We can't even get into it. I can't even get into it because it's not your gameplay. What is this barbed wire? What is this set? What is the plan? Do you guys, in Copper, do you guys think about anything you're doing? Or do you just do stuff and like, that's probably sick. This barbed wire is going to go so hard after they kill our entire team and try to enter the bomb site. Like, no. It's not. What's your barbed wire doing? Nothing, because you haven't put it down. What is this castle? What is this? This just lets them walk in the breach. This just lets them walk up red. If you ever see this as a Copper and you're attacking, walk up red, kill the guys from this doorway, and walk into sight. Just shoot them. Just hold this staircase and kill them all. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Okay, interesting as zombie placements. I usually do the lower bars so I can peek over them, but it still covers this gap. I basically just extend the rafters out because otherwise you're peeking into these specific holes that they're just going to see. This is not a bad angle, especially for Copper. You know, this is a good Copper angle. I'd recommend this for Coppers because you will shoot him. Okay, very nice. Good. Exactly. Just because of that right there. They're not going to ever expect that in Copper. So good job. Good job. We did one thing that was good. However, if you check the default cameras, which are probably still up, You could probably figure out that there's nobody else out here. You do have the diffuser, which is nice. There's a guy out there, actually. I'm a silly guy. Oh, he checked the cameras! Check the last one! Oh my gosh, maybe it's shot already. It might be a bug. It might be a bug. They may have shot the default. I'm not gonna lie. Checking them at this point, it's a little late. You know, you should probably figure out where they are at the start, so you know how many people spawn there. If you check the default cam at the start of the round there, you would know Lion and IQ spawn there, and you'd know they were both out there. There's a drone just sitting in sight. I don't know how you did not see that. I don't know how anyone on your team has not saw this drone. There's 4 of you here, and there's 1 drone here, and nobody sees it. Oh, talent. All right, I like this strat. Sprint at the last guy with the deagle. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. I personally like to throw as well. Nice. Claymore. Jumped into a Claymore. Good job, teammate. Nice. Chunky Pickles just going outside the map looking to die here. Fantastic work from Chunky Pickles. Where is this guy anyway? Just baiting on the roof. Yeah, we should all peek into this. Why is your team trying to throw? Why are you trying to throw? Azami actually won the gunfight somehow. I don't know. What? You looked at the Claymore and you were just like, yeah, I just want to die? You want to go to Pro League, but you also just want to run into Claymore? I don't get it. I don't get it. Striker. I love the Striker pick on attack. This is an operator you can play from Copper to Champion. It's going to teach you the fundamentals of the game. It's going to teach you hard breach, soft breach, utility usage, you know, making plays off flashbangs, grenades. Very, very well-rounded operator. Great gun, shotgun. He kind of does all the roles. He can fulfill all the roles, which is why he's just like, this is an operator you could just play while you learn the game to just get better, which I did mention in my beginner guide. If you are a beginner, made a full beginner guide for the game last weekend or the weekend before maybe. It's up on the channel if you want to, you know, learn how the basics work and how to get better at the game. Sniping defaults with the shotgun off rip. Love to see it. You can shoot a default with a shotgun from across the map. That's a fun fact. All right. It's pretty useless, but it's kind of cool. Opening the Logi hatch would be great here. You do have grenades and flashbangs, so we're not doing any hard breaching. That's fine. This is a really good hard breach map, like opening this con wall, which is actually already open, and opening main wall. I really hope you drone this. Firstly, take a step back, bro. If you throw that drone and they happen to be where you were playing, which is under the hatch, they just look up the hatch and you just died. You just died because you were standing in the middle of the open. Please tell me you see this guy behind the desk and that you're not brain dead. Okay, thank God. Are you gonna drop in this guy? Are you gonna flashbang him and drop? Are you gonna flashbang and nade him? Flashbang nade would be great. Flashbang and nade would be great. Nade works, I guess. That's crazy that guy literally did not give a single fuck. Flash, drop. Oh my God, talent. That's how you do it right there. Oh my God. Golds, emeralds, platinums, take notes. This is how you push, baby. Yes, map control, utility usage, perfectly executed. Well done, well done. I'm surprised they actually reacted and retook it because we are in Copper, but hey, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I'm proud of that play. If you keep doing that, you'll be winning rounds. You guys actually do end up winning the round, which is crazy. Oh, never mind, you lost. That's good. Hey, that's a good play. That's a good take. Do more of that, okay? Very nice. Well done. Fix the droning a little bit. That was a little risky, and that's, you know, that's champion level gameplay right there, baby. Taking Logi. That's a power position on this map. You want to do that. Speaking of power positions, might have a power position video coming soon. I know you guys have been asking for it, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Picking the Thermite, I mean, just keep playing Striker, honestly. Just bring EMPs and hard breach. You don't ever have to rely on your teammates unless, you know, you get Cade tricked, which is, or Bandit tricked, I guess. Cade or Bandit tricked, which probably is going to happen too much in Copper. You can probably get away with it for a little while. It's a good way to get better at the game initially. Just keep playing the Striker because as you see, you don't have a Thatcher. You can repel to avoid the mute, but he already knows it. Turns out he's also a genius. Yeah, so you can repel to get that Thermite off with the mute jammer. But if they have a Banner Arcade, like, you can't do anything this round and you're kind of screwed. So I'd recommend just picking a different operator maybe. Okay. I always like to drone this first instead of just face checking it, because if they are playing really aggressive and they're peeking this breach, you just repelled into an angle and got absolutely slammed. Nice. Perfect. Abusing the repels. Using the natural cover of the repel to take gunfights is going to give you an advantage and you're going to win those fights more than other. Very nice. You guys could learn from this, Copper. Okay? Something that most players don't do is this. Being smart, using utility, dropping off the utility, pushing off the utility, using cover to protect themselves. So very nice work, Frosty Squid. Now careful, because there could be a guy in garage and you just don't give a single fuck. Trying to get the bomb down. I like it. Maybe not like that, though. Maybe not like that. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You were so close. You were so close to a great... You know, honestly, I think you could rank up to, like, platinum in no time, based off the way you're playing these attacks. Firstly, when you're throwing the smoke, careful of potential threats, right? The garage. Secondly, after this smoke goes off, you know this guy's garage. You know he's probably going to pre-fire the last spot you were, which is right here, which is also why he killed you. So instead of standing there, either wait for the pre-fire by getting out of the way, out of the angle, so you're not dying, or just sprint in. You have a guy red stairs. There's nobody red, so you can literally just sprint to this reinforcement, and all of a sudden you have a crossfire on this clash. You can take out the clash, then you can fight the site guys. You don't need to plant in a smoke grenade right now, especially because it's dead silent and he will hear you, and it's mute, so he's just gonna C4 you if he doesn't shoot you right here. You know what I mean? So a little sloppy. And honestly, like, I know this guy's doing nothing, but oh my god, imagine Ash just did literally anything at all. Sorry. I'm getting distracted now by your teammates, but oh my god, they are bad. You're definitely better than your team, okay? So that's a good, not in like an egotistical way where you should be like, I'm fucking better than you, you listen to what I say, but a better in the sense that, like, don't rely on them to win rounds by sitting in Logi while everything is reinforced and hoping they do good. Take initiative, take action. The striker round, even that last round was fantastic, just some small mistakes. Just some very small mistakes. For a copper / bronze, I think he's actually low bronze, I think he said, but has been kind of stuck copper, but so very, very good for a bronze / copper. Very good gameplay, especially on these attacks, and attacking is the hardest part, honestly. Taking initiative, adding pressure by opening the barricades, doing it safely, fairly safely at least. If there's a guy in kitchen, he's looking at you, you just died. So just gotta be careful when you're doing that. Maybe drone it out first and then open it up. Open up that. You definitely want to open up this hallway door. Don't jump in yet. Don't. Things were going so well, Frosty Squid. Why did you jump in right away? Open up the hallway door so that if they try to flank this, they are scared of the door open. If the door is not open, they flank, they shoot you in the face. I mean, to be fair, actually, your team is already in, so you're probably fine, and this hatch is soft, so you can just drop. You could open this with your pistol. There's no need to hard breach that unless it's a bug. Just open it with the pistol. Why risk getting C4 doing this when you can, yeah, you just shoot. Your pistol open hatches, dude. Your pistol opens hatches. Teammate clapped, holding the angle. This is good. Reacting to the information. Again, the pistol is so good on damage. You guys are really underestimating this pistol. Make some vertical holes in the floor and hold the main flank with the pistol. Like, use the pistol for soft destruction because it is essentially Buck's skeleton key in a smaller dose. Okay, you need to walk. Okay, that was so dumb. That was so dumb. Okay, firstly, maybe you don't know this. Maybe to be fair, maybe you think the bars run this way because of the wood. So I'm gonna give you a break. But if this guy is not moving at all, don't miss. Go directly above him, look down, and shoot him. Copper and bronzes don't know how Deimos works. You can kill so many people through floors with Deimos, but you have to walk directly above them. And also, when you're reloading, run away, because he's going to C4 you if he's not brain dead. So this is absolutely atrocious Deimos gameplay. You want to go with the bars. So firstly, you can't shoot sideways through the bars. It's way, way harder. Okay, so you have to be insanely precise to be able to make this angle through the bars. You see how big of a gap that is between those bars? Same thing here. You see how big of a gap you have trying to shoot this guy? But if you go this way, oh, all of a sudden the holes are really big. It's crazy how science works. Perspective, physics, not even physics. What is that? Just understanding space. Understanding 3D space and how it works. That's what you need to work on, okay? Shield bottom main, guy box 3. Okay, droning it out. This is the right call. Again, the right decision. You know it's a 2v1. You want to figure out where he is. You don't want him to know that you know where he is, so you drive the drone away. That's good. Okay, I think you figured it out. Track him. You have 2 tracks. And then you just need to push where he's not, or push him, or push together, or just don't mess this up. Please just don't mess this up. That's what I'm asking. Just track him. Just track him. He can move. He has legs. You droned him. He shot your drone. Just track him. You know where he is, and you win. Please. Is he standing on a mute jammer? No. Why aren't you tracking him then? I swear to God, if you drop without tracking him, I'm going to punch you in the face through my monitor. Violence is not the answer. I was just kidding, and I didn't actually say that. Just censor that. Just censor that. Okay, you dropped without tracking him. Actually really hurt my hand and didn't make as loud of a bang as I thought. Okay, so next time, what do you do differently? Instead of just dropping and planting, you just track him, and then you do everything that you want to do, because then you have perfect wall hacks on him, because Deimos gives you wall hacks. And when you have wall hacks, you can A, push up and shoot him, or B, drop and plant knowing he's on the other side of the map. But we won the round, Poxonlox. Why are you so angry? Poxonlox, stop, it's just a game. Don't get so angry. You guys are morons. But you're trying your best, and I understand. Understand how dumb you are. Sorry. All right, droning it out. Very nice. Get a maybe good pre-placed drone. You know they are in gym. Pause. Pause for a sec, guys. We know they're in gym. Do we A, drive our drone into sight as well for literally no reason, even though our other teammate drove in and found the bomb and knows the operators? Or B, do we set it up pre-place? What will the copper do? Play Jeopardy music now. That's right. He will drive it into... Oh, he did the pre-place. No, there it is. Let's drive into the mute chamber. Come on, finish it off, drive it in. He was so close. He was so close to getting his drone jam for literally no reason. Just set it up in cache, man. There's no reason to do all that. Look at this. You know where you can put your drone? Instead of driving in here, just put it in here. Just leave it in this room. And then you can drive it up in here, which takes 2 seconds at literally any point in the round. And it's much less likely to get shot or jammed. All right, let's see if he uses this drone for a purpose this round. It looks like he's going Logi Hatch with the Grim. Another insanely good Poxonlox solo queue take. All right, we might need to spectate this guy next week. We might need to go back in this VOD and watch Creamy Dill next week, because that was crazy, dude. Okay, don't ever do this. Ever try to open this wall with a bailiff. Because anybody in construction, if you are in construction, picture this from the other POV. If you are this Thorn and someone starts bailiffing this wall like that, you know he's sitting here on the plat. So you just swing him and shoot him through the wall and he just dies. There's no other spot to possibly sit besides on the rappel. And if you're on the rappel, they can still shoot you because you have a bailiff out. So you just don't do this because you can literally only sit here and do it. And if you're doing it from the roof, it's too far to actually open like easily, which, you know, you can do it that way, but even then you could still just swing them. Just don't ever do that with a bailiff ever. What was the point? You have another drone in your pocket. Just use the other drone. Dude, just keep this drone in con and use your other drone to drone Logi, and then all of a sudden you have information on Logi. You can switch your other drone and see if con's clear, and then all of a sudden you drop Logi with all your bees, you kill everyone, you win the round. Why do you care about the soft wall so much? Stop going back to the soft wall. Your teammate's in. Just drop with him. Just do anything else. You don't need to drone it. You know why Guess what? Guess what? Logi is clear. You know how I know this? Your teammate's in here killing them. Imagine you just look through the wall at your teammate that's in the building. Why didn't you go with him? Why? You drop. You B. Okay, I have wall hacks. I peek, I swing, I kill them. Nice. Okay, I move up to reinforcement. I B everything out again. Oh, I kill this guy. I have more wall hacks. Oop. Now there's only one guy left where they're surrounded. We win the round. What do? Bailiff window. Peek shield. Oh, actually shit on. Actually kind of shit on. I mean, that guy sucks. You should not have won that gunfight. I just want to throw that out there. Now you know he's Logi. How do you know he's Logi? How do we know he's Logi, guys? This is an interactive puzzle. How do we know that the Tubero is in Logi? Oh, because he actually just used the stupid ass hole you made earlier to kill your teammate. So, what is the solution? Diffuser is in construction. You know there's no rotate because you spent half the round making one hole in the wall. So, what do you do from the windows in this instant moment? You switch to your bees. You fucking shoot the roof with your bees right here. They cover this rotate. You shoot through this doorway to bee this off, and all of a sudden, the Tubero is stuck in Logi. He cannot leave without you getting walls on him. Wall hacks with the bees. Then you hop in, you grab the bomb, you plant the bomb, you win the round. Why are you pulling out the bees? Why are you peeking the hole that your teammate just died to? What are you doing? What is this? Oh, good thing I have the... Like, he can't get through there. Now we have the drone again. And there's a mute jammer, so you can't actually get the info. And now he could be literally anywhere at this point. Why? Because your teammate died 20 seconds ago. This guy has legs, by the way. He can move anywhere else on the map in 20 seconds. So you have absolutely zero idea where he could possibly be right now. He could be in bathroom behind this shield. You could have just died to an angle he was holding. You could have just died again to him behind the bomb. You could have just died like 4 times if he was holding an angle on the window. I just want to point that out. You could have closed out this round a long time ago by just being off the rotate in the door. Stop overcomplicating it. You've moved like 12 times and he killed another. He killed you from your own hole. The hole that was never supposed to be made lost you the round. Fantastic. Good work. Good work. Good work. Just kidding. That's sarcasm. That was bad work. You're bad. You suck. All right, we're back on Warden on Gym. I don't know why you like Warden on Gym. Is it just for the Logi hatch drop so you don't get flashbang? I guess that's fine, but now you're just... Why are you barricaded? Stop. Guys. Never barricade or castle this door ever. Not only does it let them drop Logi easier, it lets them push up this hallway for free. Because what happens when you normally push up this hallway? You have to worry about main and Logi and this. You have to worry about swings from 3 directions. But now, if I ever see this from the breach, what am I doing? I'm flashing main, walking up and shooting the people in sight and murking the entire team because nobody's going to be ready for it. At least we got the rotate this time. Will he reinforce it? Probably. So I don't know why we're trying to do the same strategy, knowing that our teammates are probably going to reinforce over it again. I think maybe we should switch up the strategy, especially because we're reinforcing Conwall. Why are we reinforcing Conwall? I couldn't fucking tell you. That makes no sense. What does reinforcing Conwall do? Lets them walk through Con and get con control and murk your entire team. There you go. I mean, if Creamy Dill dies or they get server control, all of a sudden, you cannot contest Con at all. So now they have Con control and they're pinning your team down from this rotate. If they're also on the windows, your whole team is just dead and you're still in Logi doing nothing. So stop reinforcing these Con walls, open them up, and have a crossfire so they can keep swinging from multiple directions. They can also just hop in this window. I mean, look, they could just hop in this window. If they open this window, they can just hop in it. They can just walk in through the Con single. Boom. All of a sudden, you know, they air jab this off, they gridlock this off, they smoke it off, and then they cross, and then all of a sudden they're working your team on site. Creamy Dill is the only thing stopping them from doing that right now, which is not a very solid hold. All right, you used your C4. What happened this time? Well, at least he didn't say his strength. Okay, you need to stop picking Warden forever. You need to never pick Warden again. Oh my god, look, your teammate reinforced it off. What? Are you surprised that your teammates did the same setup that they did last time? What are you thinking? Okay, hold up. This is fucking gameplay right here. Now that is champion gameplay. This guy's going pro, by the way. Okay, he did get it. It only took him 30 bullets, but he got it. And he's the C4 again. This C4 is so dumb. You're just wasting your C4. You know what you should do instead? At the start of the round, you should go down to kitchen. Okay, what you do is you go into kitchen, okay? At the start of the round, you go into kitchen. You put a C4 right here. See where you're standing? See where you are? We're gonna put a C4 there from below. Maybe a little bit more like, kind of like right above the hatch, right? This is where the hatch is, okay? This is where the hatch is. See that hatch? We're gonna go down a floor. You're gonna see kitchen. That's where it is, okay? Right before the hatch, you're putting it on the floor, okay? I'm pointing at the screen. I'm such a moron. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this is what you're gonna go do. You're gonna go put a C4 under this floor right here, okay? Which is right here in kitchen. You're gonna look up, you're gonna put a C4. It's gonna be sitting there for the whole round. Then you're gonna sit in this corner and hide. And when you hear the guy drop, it doesn't matter. Play sentry. I don't care. Put a beeper on it. When you hear the beeper go off, blow the C4, you get a free kill. Then you can hold Logi without even being in Logi. Imagine you could do that. Instead of throwing your C4s at nothing, being useless, you can actually get a kill with them while holding Logi at the same time. Plus, you can play on the other side of the map and hold Con at the same time and help your team in multiple ways and be much more useful. Or you could do this. Get Deimos tracked, probably died to a grenade. I don't know. I can't predict the future. All I know is this is really bad. There, this is fantastic. This is fine. This is fine. The only thing is he could peek and shoot you, so I would probably just move to the left a little bit. I mean, the walls behind you are reinforced. Just stand here. Stand here. Why are you standing here? There's literally, you're covering yourself from nothing. Like, this cover isn't doing anything for you, realistically. All right, still holding the hatch. I wonder what's happening to your team. Are they just getting freaking slaughtered, or? Yep, they're just pinned down in bathroom. The other team could just plant, but you're holding Logi. Hey, he did eventually drop. Good for him. Wrong play, especially not dropping off the nades. And now you're barricaded in. This barricade again is not helping you do anything. Luckily, there is nobody on this breach holding you because they opened the wrong side. If the other team's smart, they open this, they have a guy on rappel, and you just died. You gotta be aware. We gotta be more aware of what could happen. Oh my god, these guys are absolute bots. You just walked into the middle of the open and nobody was looking at you. When you're pushing up and retaking this stuff, you got to aim at where they could be. Honestly, I don't think I've watched a game where the defense is so much significantly worse than the attacks. Like, you're just exposed to the whole... He literally just opened this and you're just sitting in the middle of the open, you don't care. Like, that's crazy. Right play took too long. Swing that guy sooner, you have the case, play it close with the shotgun, and you win the round. Please. Please, please, please. If this guy's smart, he just tosses a drone and swings right after. He tosses a drone, you look away, he swings, he kills you. What is he looking at? Okay, see, this is more like the Copper gameplay I expected. To be fair, your awareness is better than most Coppers. I think you could rank up pretty quick. I think you could hit gold pretty quick, especially if you work on just fixing up those defenses. You'll be chilling. This guy has no idea where you are. That is freaking crazy because you just shotgun his teammate in the face. Okay, wow. Guys, we got one more round. We're going all the way to max OT today, boys. All the way. Wow. Talent. This takes talent to be this bad. 10 and 5 though. I mean, I would say good round, but honestly, half the people you killed were looking the wrong way for no reason. So I'm glad you didn't miss the entire SMG mag like you did on the drone. The drone was the warm-up, I guess. Back on Deimos. I love Deimos. I love Deimos. It's great. If you can master Deimos and Copper, like you'll be set for success because he's not an easy operator. Track the warden, drop, push him. Why don't you track ever? Just track him. There's no... If this guy's not a moron, once again, he just shotgunned you in the face. Dry peek it all. Dry, dude, okay. You guys reinforce red every round. That means they're playing in the site. If red is reinforced, this is the freest push of all time, okay? You track the guy in the bomb, you nade him, he runs, you swing him, you pistol him, he dies, you win. That's literally it. Because the coppers, guess what? The coppers aren't even holding this from rafters. Hold up, I missed some action. Breach is open, and you did not even react. This is insane. That bandit, I don't know what's going through his head. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. Maybe he thought you were his teammate. Why? Oh my god. The amount of times you have ran into the middle of the open exposing yourself and could potentially be dying is insane. Like, if these players are any higher than Copper, you died 17,000 times. Yeah, now you're dead. Nice. See, this is what I mean. This is what they have the capability to push back onto you. And you are so oblivious to it that it's freaking crazy. You act like they're like glued to where they play. That's not how this game works, unfortunately. This Clash needs to switch guns or he is dead. Oh, turns out he's just dead. All right, well, awful game. We'll see you guys next week.